Hello and welcome to Paper Play with Julie K, and today I'm here with another episode of Crafting with SLIMcard Stash. Hopefully you guys have all been following along, but if not, I do have some other videos that I will post below in the description box. But Shonda, who is SLIMcards here on YouTube, she and I had decided to do kind of a swap of each other's craft stash. I sent her a box of items from my craft stash. She sent me some items. And then besides doing the little bit of trade, we decided to go ahead and actually create some items with each other's stash. And so that's what this little series is about. And so Shonda had sent me this paper pack, and it was the full paper pack. There was nothing missing from it. It's a gorgeous paper pack, and she did get it at Tuesday morning. But it is a DCWV paper pack, and it's called Meet Me in Paris. Now I'll just kind of hold it up. I'll just kind of hold it up there. It doesn't quite fit because I'm kind of running into the wall right there. But you can kind of see all the different papers in here. It's gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And so what I decided to create this time is some what I'm calling loaded folios. I did see a couple other people here on YouTube actually create some items. I know Scrapta World has shown this before on her channel. And I think I saw something recently, Happy Crafter Lisa Goss had kind of created something similar for, she was doing a die cut swap. And so she created something really similar, but it was a smaller version than this. And then I saw someone else, and if I can find her, it was actually, I think, one of the gals that I was in with, To Sir with Love YouTube Hop. It was one of them that had created something like this, and I thought, well, that would be really fun to use for this paper collection. And so here's the two different ones that I created, very similar. I'll just go ahead and show you guys this one first, because this one I did put some items in it. But you basically construct it like you would a cover of a mini album or even a journal. And so that's all it is just a piece of cardboard or chipboard, and I just use some like a recycled cereal box or something like that to create the base layer, and I covered it up with paper, and I used laces and trims from my stash and just leftover pieces. So the back I did leave pretty simple other than the little lace trim and the beads right here. Here's some pretty trim that I picked up at Hobby Lobby when it was 75% off. So on the cover I went ahead and just created using some different paper from that paper collection. And the little script paper in the background actually was just some paper scraps from my stash that I had. I did, there were some cutouts, so this little postcard in the background is a cutout. Otherwise, everything else is just leftover paper pieces. I die cut out this little dress form, which is from Memory Box, and then this little dream sentiment comes from that Momenta brand that I picked up at Tuesday morning. And I also die cut out this die in the background, and I can't remember who creates that one. I added some little lace trim here on the bottom. Some really delicate looking stuff right there. But I'll just hold it up close. This is a pretty big folio. Okay, this folio is a little bit bigger than the ones that I saw everyone online or on the other YouTube videos that I watched that they had created. And the main reason why I did that is I will show you guys when I went inside. It just had to do with the size of the clear envelopes that I used. But this one does measure roughly 6.5 by slightly over 9 inches. And again, like I said, it just had to do with what I was putting on in the inside. So I will go ahead and open it up. So here is what the inside looks like. And so I created it this big just because the only clear envelopes I had were, let's see, these measure like 5 3/4, and they probably measure a little over 4 inches, and those were the only clear envelopes that I had. So I knew I had to make my folio that size. But I do have 6 little spots that I added in here. And I went ahead and added some die cuts for my paper collection in here, because I am going to be gifting this to someone. And At the top, I did create these little pinwheel flowers, and I got this idea from Karen Brake here on YouTube. She does not have, she posts on a lot of our videos and leaves comments, but I don't believe she has an active YouTube channel where she posts videos. But she did enter my No Leftover Paper Scraps challenge, and she had gifted me some of these really cute pinwheel flowers that she created. And when I made this folio, I went to all of my little embellishments that people made for my challenge, and I couldn't find anything that matched, so I had to make my own. But when I was going through it, I did see the ones that she created, and I thought, well, that'd be really cute. So I went ahead and created my own for these. But Karen did give me this idea, so thank you so much for that idea, Karen. And if you guys just look on YouTube for pinwheel flowers, you should find some tutorials on how to make them, but they're really easy. They're basically, you just punch out circles and you fold them in half, and you kind of piece them together that way. But you can kind of see that. So I did use the paper collection that Shonda gifted me for that. All the paper in here other than the white die cuts came from the paper that she gave me. And so also on each of these, I also went through my paper scraps, my white paper, and I die cut out some of these borders right here, which I actually die cut here. But I know a lot of us went to Tuesday Morning when they had those, I think, was it Creative Expressions dies? This was one of those dies. So I did use those on the tops of each of these. And so when you open it up, you can kind of see that I just pieced it together. I added bag toppers to my clear envelopes. And then I just made little flaps from the paper collection to attach. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead and add some other little fun goodies right here, but I probably won't do that. But each one flips up, and then they are those envelopes that easily open, so you can peel them open to take out the items. So whoever I gift this to will definitely be able to reuse this if she wants to. And then these little pieces, this inside die cut actually came from the inside of here, so these two kind of go together, but otherwise everything is separate. So again, I could have added a little embellishment here, but I did want to keep it somewhat flat so it closed nice. So I didn't add any more embellishments to each of these little bag toppers, but they just flip open. That was that border die. This one just says blessings, and that was a die cut that I used on some Easter cards that I liked. This one was a Tailored Expressions die. This one says, to a special friend, and Shonda actually had gifted me that die when she sent me the box for shopping her stash. So now I decided to go ahead and cut it out. I have used it on another project, but I did go ahead and cut it out so I could share that with somebody else. And then this one right here is just a memory box die. I did use it on the front cover, but I did cut that one out too. And the only other idea that I had, because this is a pretty big space, is you could easily add like an envelope and put something in there for the person or the recipient. I know when I was looking at these online, a lot of people would use washi tape and stick different things here, or they had the smaller clear envelopes that you could also attach here. But unfortunately, this is the only size envelope, clear envelope that I have, so that's what I had to work with, and so I just used what was in my stash. So again, that is kind of the cover on that one. So here is the second folio that I made, and this one I did not load yet, but I will go ahead and open it up so you guys can see it. But I'll hold the cover up. It's very similar to the first one, just some different paper layering in the background. And then this one I also added this cute little heart embellishment that I created. I'm using up a lot of my paper scraps to and creating little heart embellishments, so I did add one of those to up here, and I really like how that turned out. And so when this one opens up, like I said, I haven't loaded it or put anything in it. Exact same construction with the same border die up top and the little pinwheel flowers that I created. But these envelopes I haven't closed yet because I still need to stick something in there. And I chose in all my envelopes to go ahead and just cut out little pieces of the paper collection that Shonda had gifted me. to put in here because I figured they look nice. Like on this one, they look nice when you have the little border dies in there. It kind of grounds it a little bit so that you didn't see the background here. But I also figure whoever I gift it to, they could actually take these pieces of paper out and then reuse them on their own projects if they wanted to. But again, on that first one that I showed you, I just gifted the person a whole bunch of die cuts, but you could easily add little stickers, some handmade embellishments in these. You could add cards to them. There's all sorts of little ideas. You could even add like some small like flatter chocolates or tea bags. So there's all sorts of ideas. But like I said, this one I did create, but I haven't added anything to it. They are pretty quick and easy. This one again just has some different paper in it that I used from that same paper collection that Shonda gave me. So that was the second one that I created. So I had a lot of fun working with this paper collection that Shonda gifted me, and I'm sure I will be using it for a lot more items. It's beautiful. Hopefully I run across some more of it because I've used quite a bit of it already in these projects. But hopefully you guys liked everything that I created. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, everyone have a wonderful day and happy crafting.